Good morning, students. So, in this class, we will discuss crystal lattices and unit cells. So, in the previous class, we discussed type of crystalline solids. So, based upon the systematic arrangement of constituent particles in the solids, solids are classified into crystalline solids and amorphous solids. The main characteristics properties of crystalline solids is a systematic arrangement or the definite arrangement or the regular order of arrangement of constituent particles, which means that in crystalline solids the constituent particles are arranged in regular pattern or definite order or regular order. So based upon that, so we will discuss now crystal lattices and unit cells. So before discussing crystal lattices, so what do you mean by the unit cell? So unit cell is the smallest portion of crystal or the smallest portion of crystal lattice is called as unit cell. By the regular arrangement of unit cells in a different directions, the obtained compound is called as crystal or crystal lattice anta karitaru. For example, you can take sugar crystal or you can take burp, that is ice you can take, or you can take an NaCl crystal. So in that NaCl crystal, that is constituent of a large number of unit cell. For example, ಈ ಕಾಲೇಜ್ ಎಂಟೈರ್ ಕ್ಯಾಂಪಸ್ ತಗೊಂಡಿದ್ರೆ in this entire college campus ಏನಾದರೂ ನೀವು ಒಂದು ಕ್ರಿಸ್ಟಲ್ ಅಂತ ಕನ್ಸಿಡರೇಷನ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ in this the smallest portion ಯಾವುದಾದ್ರು ಒಂದು ಕೋಣೆ ತಗೊಳ್ರಿ, ಯಾವುದಾದ್ರು ಒಂದು ರೂಮ್ ಕನ್ಸಿಡರೇಷನ್ ಮಾಡಿರಿ, that room is considered as unit cell of this college. So entire college campus ಅನ್ನ ಕ್ರಿಸ್ಟಲ್ ಅಂತ ಕನ್ಸಿಡರೇಷನ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ in this college campus a small portion, that is if you consider any one single room, that single room here we can call it as unit cell anta kariyಬಹುದು. So which means that unit cell is the smallest portion of crystal lattice, and this crystal lattice is formed by the regular order of arrangement of constituent particles. For that I will draw a crystal lattice. Okay, so this is a crystal lattice. This crystal lattice is formed by a regular order of arrangement of constituent particles. So each point in this crystal lattice is considered as constituent particles. In case of crystal lattice, these constituent particles are also considered as lattice point anta karitiri. So in this crystal lattice, the smallest portion you can observe, this is an smallest portion. So this smallest portion of the crystal lattice is considered as unit cell anta consideration ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಿ. So it is a diagram of crystal or crystal lattice. So in this crystal lattice, each constituent particles are called as, these constituent particles are called as what? ಎಲ್ಲ constituent particles ಗಳನ್ನ ಏನಂತ ಕನ್ಸಿಡರೇಷನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಿ? ಲ್ಯಾಟಿಸ್ ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ಸ್ ಅಂತ ಕನ್ಸಿಡರೇಷನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಿ. ಸೊ ಇನ್ ದಿಸ್ ಕ್ರಿಸ್ಟಲ್, ಸೊ ಈಚ್ ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ಸ್ represents lattice points. So these lattice points may be atoms or molecules or ions. So these are also called as constituent particles. Constituent particles ಅಂತ consideration ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಿ. So in this crystal lattice, the one portion, the smallest portion, that smallest portion of the crystal lattice is considered as what? Unit cell ಅಂತ consideration ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಿ. Therefore, unit cell means the smallest portion of the crystal lattice which on repeated joining in a different direction that leads to the formation of entire crystal. So here, so these constituent particles are arranged in three-dimensional manner. Therefore, unit cell means the smallest portion of or part, the smallest portion of crystal lattice. The smallest portion of the crystal lattice which repeats, that is the which repeated joining in a different direction that leads to the formation of crystal lattice. In that the smallest portion, so if you consider the smallest portion of this crystal, so that smallest portion is considered as unit cell. So therefore you can draw the unit cell or the smallest portion of in this crystal. Okay. So this smallest portion, here you can observe that same unit cell. So this smallest portion of that crystal is considered as unit cell. So in this unit cell, so all these points in the crystal lattice are in the unit cell. So all these point indicates is what? Constituent particles and indication ಮಾಡ್ತದೆ. So in this crystal lattice or in case of unit cell, so all these points indicates constituent particles. Those constituent particles may be atoms, molecules or ions. See, so we are discussing crystal lattice and unit cell. So crystal lattice is formed by the repeated joining of regular order of arrangement of constituent particles in three-dimensional system. The obtained compound is called as crystal or crystal lattice anta karitiri. You can take sugar crystal or you can take the NaCl crystal or you can take the bulb that is called as ice. Yavadadru crystal tagondre, so that crystal dalli the constituent particles are arranged in a systematic manner. That is one of the property of the characteristics property of crystalline solids. So the main characteristics property of the crystalline solid is the regular order of arrangement of constituent particles. If the constituent particles are arranged in the systematic pattern, then such type of the solids are called as, that is the crystalline solids. Whereas in case of amorphous solids, irregular order of the arrangement of the constituent particles ಆಗಿರುತ್ತದೆ. Therefore, a regular order of arrangement of constituent particles in a three-dimensional manner, the obtained product is called as crystal or crystal lattice anta karitiri. So in this crystal lattice, the small portion is considered as unit cell. ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಏನು ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ ಕೊಟ್ಟೆ, ಎಂಟೈರ್ ಕಾಲೇಜ್ ಕ್ಯಾಂಪಸ್ ಅನ್ನ ಒಂದು ಕ್ರಿಸ್ಟಲ್ ಅಂತ ಕನ್ಸಿಡರೇಷನ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ, ಇನ್ ದಿಸ್ ಎಂಟೈರ್ ಕಾಲೇಜ್ ಕ್ಯಾಂಪಸ್ ಒಂದು ಸ್ಮಾಲ್ ರೂಮ್, ಸ್ಮಾಲ್ ಪೋರ್ಷನ್ ಅಂತ ಏನು ಕನ್ಸಿಡರೇಷನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಿರಲ್ಲ, ಸೊ ದಿಸ್ ಕಾಲೇಜ್ ಕ್ಯಾಂಪಸ್ ಕಂಟೇನ್ಸ್ ನಿಯರ್ಲಿ 40 ರೂಮ್ಸ್ ಇದಾವೆ. ಸೊ ಔಟ್ ಆಫ್ 40 ರೂಮ್ಸ್ ಏನಾದರೂ ಒಂದು ಸ್ಮಾಲ್ ಪೋರ್ಷನ್ ಅಥವಾ ಒಂದು ರೂಮ್ ಏನಾದರೂ ಕನ್ಸಿಡರೇಷನ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಏನಂತ ಕರಿಬಹುದು, ಆ ರೂಮನ್ನು ಯೂನಿಟ್ ಸೆಲ್ ಅಂತ ಕರಿಬಹುದು. ಅದೇ ರೀತಿ ಈ ಕ್ರಿಸ್ಟಲ್ದಲ್ಲಿ ಒಂದು ಸ್ಮಾಲ್ ಪೋರ್ಷನನ್ನು ಏನಂತ ಕರಿತೀರಿ ನೀವು, ಯೂನಿಟ್ ಸೆಲ್ ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೀರಿ. ಯಾವ ರೀತಿ, ಸೊ ಈ ವಾಲನ್ನು ಬಿಲ್ಡ್ ಮಾಡೋದಕ್ಕೆ, ರೂಮನ್ನು ಬಿಲ್ಡ್ ಮಾಡೋದಕ್ಕೆ ಬ್ರಿಕ್ಸ್ ಬೇಕಲ್ಲ, ಆ ಬ್ರಿಕ್ಸ್ಗಳನ್ನು ಏನಂತ ಕರಿತೀರಿ, ಕಾನ್ಸ್ಟಿಟ್ಯೂಯೆಂಟ್ ಪಾರ್ಟಿಕಲ್ಸ್ ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೀರಿ. ಅದೇ ರೀತಿ ಇನ್ ದಿಸ್ ಕ್ರಿಸ್ಟಲ್ ಆಲ್ ದೀಸ್ ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ಸ್ ಇಂಡಿಕೇಟ್ಸ್ ಕಾನ್ಸ್ಟಿಟ್ಯೂಯೆಂಟ್ ಪಾರ್ಟಿಕಲ್ಸ್. ಎಲ್ಲ ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ಸ್ ಏನು ಇಂಡಿಕೇಶನ್ ಮಾಡುತ್ತೆ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಕಾನ್ಸ್ಟಿಟ್ಯೂಯೆಂಟ್ ಪಾರ್ಟಿಕಲ್ಸ್ಗಳನ್ನು ಇಂಡಿಕೇಶನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತದೆ. ಸೊ ಇನ್ ಕೇಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಕ್ರಿಸ್ಟಲ್ ಲ್ಯಾಟಿಸಸ್, these constituent particles are ಅಥವಾ these constituent particles or these points are particularly called as lattice points ಅಂತ ಕರೀತೀರಿ. So these are called as lattice points. So these lattice points are nothing but constituent particles. These constituent particle may be an atom or molecule, or it may be an ion. So in this crystal lattice, in this entire crystal, the smallest portion of the crystal ಏನಾದರೂ ಕನ್ಸಿಡರೇಷನ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ that smallest portion of the crystal is called as ಯೂನಿಟ್ ಸೆಲ್ ಅಂತ ಕನ್ಸಿಡರೇಷನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಿ. ಈ ಯೂನಿಟ್ ಸೆಲ್ಗಳನ್ನು ಜಾಯಿನ್ ಮಾಡಿದಾಗ ಬಂದಿರತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಕಾಂಪೌಂಡ್ ಏನಂತ ಕರಿತೀರಿ ನೀವು, ಕ್ರಿಸ್ಟಲ್ ಲ್ಯಾಟಿಸ್ ಅಥವಾ ಸ್ಪೇಸ್ ಲ್ಯಾಟಿಸ್ ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೀರಿ. ಸೊ ಕ್ಲಿಯರ್. ಸೊ ಇನ್ ದಿಸ್ ಯೂನಿಟ್ ಸೆಲ್, ಸೊ ದಿಸ್ ಯೂನಿಟ್ ಸೆಲ್ ಈಸ್ ಅಗೇನ್ ಕ್ಯಾರೆಕ್ಟರೈಸ್ಡ್ ಬೈ 6 ಪ್ಯಾರಾಮೀಟರ್ಸ್. ಈ ಯೂನಿಟ್ ಸೆಲ್ದಲ್ಲಿ ಇರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಕ್ಯಾರೆಕ್ಟರಿಸ್ಟಿಕ್ಸ್ ಪ್ರಾಪರ್ಟಿ, ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ characteristics of unit cell. So ಯಾವ ರೀತಿ here we given the characteristics of crystal lattice. Characteristics of crystal lattice ದಲ್ಲಿ, so each points in this crystal indicates, so these points indicates constituent particles, those are called as lattice points. So those lattice points may be an atom, molecule or ion. So ಅದೇ ರೀತಿ in this unit cell, so this unit cell is mainly characterized by 6 parameters. Out of 6, this distance between the constituent particles in this unit cell, ಇದು ಏನು ಡಿಸ್ಟೆನ್ಸ್ ಇರ್ತಲ್ಲ, this edge length ಇರ್ತಲ್ಲ, this edge lengths are represented by using a letter A, B, C ಅಂತ representation ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಿ. Therefore, so the distance between each constituent particles are represented by using a parameters, those are called as A, B, C ಅಂತ representation ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಿ. And those parameters are called as distance or edge length ಅಂತ consideration ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಿ. Therefore, so out of 6 parameters, 3 parameters ಏನು ಹೇಳ್ರಿ, edge length. So edge lengths between the constituent particles are represented, edge lengths are represented by letters A, B and C ದಿಂದ representation ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಿ. Clear? So we are discussing the characteristics property of unit cell. So in this unit cell, the distance between each constituent particle, that is also called as edge length. The edge length is represented by using letters A, B, C ಅಂತ representation ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಿ. And the angle between these constituent particles, that is called as edgeal angle. So that edgeal angle is represented as alpha, beta, gamma ಅಂತ representation ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಿ. So this is alpha and this is represented as beta, and this edgeal angle is represented as gamma ಅಂತ representation ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಿ. Therefore, next one more characteristics property, that is edge angles, or this is also called as edgeal angles. Edgeal angles are represented by, these edgeal angles are represented by alpha, beta and gamma ಅಂತ representation ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಿ. So here alpha ಯಾವ ರೀತಿ representation ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಿ, the edgeal angle between B and C is represented as alpha. Therefore, the angle between B and C, the edgeal angle between B and C, that is represented by using letter that is alpha. Similarly, the edgeal angle between A and C, that is characterized by a symbol that is called as beta. Therefore, the edgeal angle between A and C, the edgeal angle between A and C, that is characterized by a symbol that is represented as beta. Similarly, gamma indicates the edgeal angle between A and B. Therefore, this gamma represent the axial angle between A and B. So totally the unit cell is characterized by how many parameters? The edges are represented as A, B, C, 3 parameters ಆಯ್ತಿಲ್ಲಿ, and those axial angles are represented by alpha, beta, gamma. ಮತ್ತೆ total ಎಷ್ಟಾಯ್ತು? So here 3 more parameters. Therefore unit cell is characterized by 6 parameters, namely, or which are represented by A, B, C, alpha, beta and gamma. Clear? So ABC represents the distance between the constituent particles, or these are also called as edge length or edge distance, and alpha, beta, gamma indicates the angle between the constituent particles, that is also called as edge angles or axial angles anta karitiri. So these are the 6 parameters characterized by the unit cell. So in this unit cell dalli ee ella edges dalli irtakanta particles galanna so axial particles athwa lattice points athwa edge atoms anta karitiri. So again, based upon the position of these constituent particles which are present in the unit cell, these unit cells are again mainly classified into 2 types. Before going the classification of unit cell, so can you clear? So what is the unit cell and the parameters of the unit cell ಏನಂತ clear ಆಯ್ತಾ? Unit cell is the smallest portion of crystal lattice. Clear? So this crystal lattice is formed by the regular order of arrangement of constituent particles in 3-dimensional system. So in this crystal lattice, each constituent particles are also called as lattice points, or in this crystal lattice each points indicates lattice points. Those lattice points are nothing but constituent particles. Those constituent particle may be an atom, molecule or ion. So next, in this crystal, one smallest portion of this crystal is considered as unit cell. So in this unit cell is characterized by mainly 6 parameters. So in this unit cell, the distance between the constituent particles or the edge length is represented by using letters A, B and C, and the axial angle between the constituent particles or the axial angle between these edges are represented by the symbol alpha, beta, gamma. Hence totally the unit cell is characterized by 6 parameters. Those 6 parameters are represented by A, B, C, alpha, beta and gamma. One marks in the very important question. Represent parameters present in the unit cells, or how many parameters present in the unit cell and represent them. So there are 6 parameters characterized by the unit cell. Those 6 parameters dalli ABC indicates edge length and alpha, beta, gamma indicates axial angle. So in this unit cell you can observe this is 1 point, this is 2nd point, this is 3rd point and this is 4th point, this is 5th point, this is 6th point and this is 7th one and this is 8th point. So all these corners indicate corner particles athwa constituent particles. Suppose ಈ ಯೂನಿಟ್ ಸೆಲ್ದಲ್ಲಿ ಕಾನ್ಸ್ಟಿಟ್ಯೂಯೆಂಟ್ ಪಾರ್ಟಿಕಲ್ಸ್ ಓನ್ಲಿ ಕಾರ್ನರ್ಗಳಲ್ಲಿ ಮಾತ್ರ ಇದಾವೋ ಅಥವಾ ಇನ್ಕ್ಲೂಡಿಂಗ್ ಕಾರ್ನರ್ ಇನ್ನಿತರ ಬೇರೆ ಜಾಗದಲ್ಲಿ ಕಾನ್ಸ್ಟಿಟ್ಯೂಯೆಂಟ್ ಪಾರ್ಟಿಕಲ್ಸ್ ಇದೆಯೋ ಇಲ್ಲೋ, ಬೇಸ್ಡ್ ಅಪಾನ್ ದ ಪೊಸಿಷನ್ ಆಫ್ ದ ಕಾನ್ಸ್ಟಿಟ್ಯೂಯೆಂಟ್ ಪಾರ್ಟಿಕಲ್ಸ್ which is present in the unit cell, these unit cells are again classified into 2 types that we will discuss now, that is the classification or the types of unit cell. Clear? This is the crystal lattice and in that crystal lattice the smallest portion of the crystal lattice, that is called as unit cell. So next we will discuss types of unit cell. Types of unit cell. So mainly we have 2 types of unit cell. In that first one, simple cubic unit cell, or which is also called as primitive unit cell. Second type of unit cell, centered unit cell. See, so these unit cells are classified into mainly two types, as simple cubic unit cell, or it is also called as primitive unit cell. Second type of unit cell, that is centered unit cell. So this classification is done based upon the position of the constituent particles which are present in the unit cell. ಈ ಯೂನಿಟ್ ಸೆಲ್ನಲ್ಲಿ ಕಾನ್ಸ್ಟಿಟ್ಯೂಯೆಂಟ್ ಪಾರ್ಟಿಕಲ್ಸ್ ಯಾವ ಜಾಗದಲ್ಲಿ ಇದೆ ಆ ಆಧಾರದ ಮೇಲೆ ದೀಸ್ ಯೂನಿಟ್ ಸೆಲ್ಸ್ ಆರ್ ಮೇನ್ಲಿ ಕ್ಲಾಸಿಫೈಡ್ ಇಂಟು ಟೂ ಟೈಪ್ಸ್, as simple cubic unit cell. Second type of the unit cell, that is centered unit cell. So in case of simple cubic unit cell, the constituent particles are present only at the corners of the unit cell. Here if you draw an unit cell, okay, so this is the smallest portion of the crystal, this is called as unit cell. So this unit cell, in that we are discussing simple cubic unit cell. So in simple cubic unit cell, the constituent particles are present only at corners. So how many corners are present in the unit cell? So there are 8 corners, 1 2 3 4. So next 5 6 7 and 8. If constituent particles are present only at 8 corners, such type of the unit cell is called as this what? Simple cubic unit cell, or which is also called as primitive unit cell anta kalide. This is an representation of simple cubic unit cell or primitive unit cell. Simple cubic unit cell, or which is also represented as primitive unit cell. Okay, so based upon the space, based upon the position of the constituent particles which are occupied in the unit cell, so these unit cells are classified into two types, as simple cubic unit cell and centered unit cell. So if constituent particles are present only at 8 corners, unit cell contains 8 corners, here you can observe. So 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 and 8. There are 8 corners are present in the unit cell. If constituent particles are present only at 8 corners, then that type of the unit cell is called as simple cubic unit cell anta kalidire. So including at 8 corners, if constituent particles are present at any of this space, any of this position, then that type of the unit cell is called as centered unit cell anta kalidire. Centered unit cell alli the constituent particles are present at 8 corners, including 8 corners. The constituent particle, it may be one constituent particle or more than one constituent particle which is present at anywhere in this unit cell, then that type of the unit cells are called as centered unit cells anta karitive. So in that centered unit cell, any of the position ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಅದನ್ನ ಸ್ಪೇಷಿಯಲ್ ಪೊಸಿಷನ್ ದಲ್ಲಿ ಇದೆನೋ ಅಥವಾ ಎಕ್ಸಾಕ್ಟ್ಲಿ ಅಟ್ ದ ಸೆಂಟರ್ ಆಫ್ ದ ಬಾಡಿ ಇದೆನೋ ಆ ಆಧಾರದ ಮೇಲೆ ಅಗೇನ್ ದಿ ಸೆಂಟರ್ಡ್ ಯೂನಿಟ್ ಸೆಲ್ಸ್ ಆರ್ ಕ್ಲಾಸಿಫೈಡ್ ಇಂಟು 3 types. So second type of the unit cell, that is centered unit cell. Centered unit cell. So these centered unit cells are again classified into 3 types. In that first one, body centered unit cell. This is represented as, in short, BCC, body centered unit cell. Second one, face centered unit cell, which is in short represented as FCC, face centered unit cell. Next, third one, end centered unit cell, end centered unit cell. It is represented as ECC. So we are discussing types of unit cells or classification of unit cells. So based upon, correct age kelkodri, based upon the position of the constituent particles which are present in the unit cell, these unit cells are mainly classified into two types, as simple cubic unit cell, or it is also called as primitive unit cell. And second type of the unit cell, centered unit cell. In a simple cubic unit cell, the constituent particles are present only at 8 corners. Suppose ಏನಾದರೂ constituent particles unit cell corners ಗಳಲ್ಲಿ ಏನಾದರೂ present ಇತ್ತು ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ, such type of the unit cell is called as simple cubic unit cell ಅಂತ ಕರೀತೀರಿ. ಸೊ ಈ ಕಾರ್ನರ್ಗಳ ಜೊತೆಗೆ ಏನಾದರೂ ಕಾನ್ಸ್ಟಿಟ್ಯೂಯೆಂಟ್ ಪಾರ್ಟಿಕಲ್ ಇನ್ನಿತರ ಜಾಗದಲ್ಲಿ ಏನಾದರೂ ಪ್ರೆಸೆಂಟ್ ಇದ್ರೆ, the type of the unit cell are called as centered unit cell. Again, these centered unit cells are classified into three types, as body centered unit cell, which is also represented as BCC. Second one, face centered unit cell, it is also represented as FCC. Next, third one, end centered unit cell. So in that, first one, body centered cubic unit cell, which is represented as BCC ಅಂತ representation ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಿ. So in body centered cubic unit cell, the constituent particles are present at 8 corners, including at 8 corners, the constituent, one of the constituent particle is present at the center of the body. Here you can observe. So this is an unit cell. So in this unit cell, the constituent particles are present at 8 corners, 1, 2, 3, 4, next 5, 6, 7 and 8. So these are corner particles. Therefore, so in case of body centered cubic unit cell, the constituent particles are present at 8 corners. So these are 8 corner particles. ಅದರ ಜೊತೆಗೆ name itself tells the definition of BCC. One of the constituent particle is present at the center of the body. This is the center of the body of the unit cell. So therefore, including at 8 corners, suppose ಏನಾದರೂ ಒಂದು constituent particles center of the body present ಇದ್ರೆ, the type of the unit cell is called as BCC unit cell ಅಂತ ಕರೀತೀವಿ. Therefore, in BCC unit cell, constituent particles are present at 8 corners and one of the constituent particle is present at the center of the body. At the center of body. So such type of the centered unit cell is called as body centered unit cell ಅಂತ ಕರೀತೀರಿ. ಅದೇ ರೀತಿ ಸಿಂಪಲ್ ಕ್ಯೂಬಿಕ್ ಯೂನಿಟ್ ಸೆಲ್ಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಕಾನ್ಸ್ಟಿಟ್ಯೂಯೆಂಟ್ ಪಾರ್ಟಿಕಲ್ಸ್ ಎಲ್ಲಿ ಪ್ರೆಸೆಂಟ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ ಹೇಳ್ರಿ, ಓನ್ಲಿ ಅಟ್ 8 ಕಾರ್ನರ್ಸ್ ಅಬ್ಸರ್ವ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ರಲ್ಲ, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. ಸಪೋಸ್ ಕಾನ್ಸ್ಟಿಟ್ಯೂಯೆಂಟ್ ಪಾರ್ಟಿಕಲ್ಸ್ ಏನಾದರೂ ಅಟ್ 8 ಕಾರ್ನರ್ಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಪ್ರೆಸೆಂಟ್ ಇದ್ರೆ, ದ ಟೈಪ್ ಆಫ್ ದ ಯೂನಿಟ್ ಸೆಲ್ ಈಸ್ ಕಾಲ್ಡ್ ಆಸ್ ಸಿಂಪಲ್ ಕ್ಯೂಬಿಕ್ ಯೂನಿಟ್ ಸೆಲ್. ಸೊ ಇನ್ಕ್ಲೂಡಿಂಗ್ ಅಟ್ 8 ಕಾರ್ನರ್ಸ್, ಸಪೋಸ್ ಒಂದು ಕಾನ್ಸ್ಟಿಟ್ಯೂಯೆಂಟ್ ಪಾರ್ಟಿಕಲ್ ಏನಾದರೂ ಸೆಂಟರ್ ಆಫ್ ದ ಬಾಡಿ ಪ್ರೆಸೆಂಟ್ ಇದ್ರೆ, ದೆನ್ ದಟ್ ಟೈಪ್ ಆಫ್ ದ ಯೂನಿಟ್ ಸೆಲ್ ಈಸ್ ಕಾಲ್ಡ್ ಆಸ್ ಬಾಡಿ ಸೆಂಟರ್ಡ್ ಯೂನಿಟ್ ಸೆಲ್ ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೀರಿ. ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ವಿಚ್ ಈಸ್ ರಿಪ್ರೆಸೆಂಟೆಡ್ ಆಸ್ ಇನ್ ಶಾರ್ಟ್ BCC ಅಂತ ರಿಪ್ರೆಸೆಂಟೇಷನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಿ. ಸೊ ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಸೆಕೆಂಡ್ ಟೈಪ್ ಆಫ್ ಸೆಂಟರ್ಡ್ ಯೂನಿಟ್ ಸೆಲ್, ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಫೇಸ್ ಸೆಂಟರ್ಡ್ ಯೂನಿಟ್ ಸೆಲ್, ವಿಚ್ ಈಸ್ ರಿಪ್ರೆಸೆಂಟೆಡ್ ಆಸ್ FCC ಅಂತ ರಿಪ್ರೆಸೆಂಟೇಷನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಿ. In a face centered cubic unit cell or in FCC, the constituent particles are present at 8 corners, including 8 corners. The constituent particles are present at each 6 spaces. ನೀವು ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಸ್ಪೇಸಸ್ಗಳನ್ನು ಅಬ್ಸರ್ವೇಷನ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದು. ಸೊ ಇನ್ ದಿಸ್ ಯೂನಿಟ್ ಸೆಲ್ ಯು ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಅಬ್ಸರ್ವ್ ಟೋಟಲಿ 6 spaces. So this is unit cell. So in this unit cell, here you can observe 6 spaces. This is first face, left side and right side. So this is one face, left side and right side, one more face. So next above one face, below one face. Total ಎಷ್ಟಾಯ್ತು 4 ಆಯಿತು. Next this is square bracket, ಇಲ್ಲಿ square ಇದೆ ಅಲ್ಲ. So in this one face and in this square bracket, here you can observe that is one more face. Total how many faces are present? See, this is first face. This is face 1. ಇದು ಮೊದಲನೇ face. So next this is second face. Clear? So here the constituent particles are also present at each corners. Okay. So this is one face. This is next one more face. So here you can observe. So this is one face. Clear? So next right side one face. Total 8 ಫೇಸ್ ಅದು ಹೇಳ್ರಿ 4 ಫೇಸಸ್ ಅದು. ಸೊ ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಸ್ಕ್ವೇರ್ ಬ್ರಾಕೆಟ್ ಇದೆಯಲ್ಲ. ಸೊ ದಿಸ್ ಈಸ್ ಒನ್ ಫೇಸ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ದಿಸ್ ಸ್ಕ್ವೇರ್ ಬ್ರಾಕೆಟ್ ಇಂಡಿಕೇಟ್ಸ್ ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಒನ್ ಮೋರ್ ಫೇಸ್. ಆರ್ ಹಿಯರ್ ಯು ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ರಿಪ್ರೆಸೆಂಟ್. ಸೊ ದಿಸ್ ಸ್ಕ್ವೇರ್ ಬ್ರಾಕೆಟ್ ಇಂಡಿಕೇಟ್ಸ್ ಒನ್ ಫೇಸ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ದಿಸ್ ಸ್ಕ್ವೇರ್ ಬ್ರಾಕೆಟ್ ಆಲ್ಸೋ ಇಂಡಿಕೇಟ್ಸ್ ಒನ್ ಮೋರ್ ಫೇಸ್. ಟೋಟಲಿ ಎಷ್ಟು ಫೇಸ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ ಹೇಳ್ರಿ? ಸೊ ಯೂನಿಟ್ ಸೆಲ್ದಲ್ಲಿ ದೇರ್ ಆರ್ 6 ಫೇಸಸ್ ಆರ್ ಪ್ರೆಸೆಂಟ್ ಇನ್ ಯೂನಿಟ್ ಸೆಲ್. ಸೊ ಸಪೋಸ್ ಕಾನ್ಸ್ಟಿಟ್ಯೂಯೆಂಟ್ ಪಾರ್ಟಿಕಲ್ಸ್ ಏನಾದರೂ at 8 ಕಾರ್ನರ್ಸ್ದಲ್ಲಿ ಪ್ರೆಸೆಂಟ್ ಇದ್ದು, ದೀಸ್ ಆರ್ 8 ಕಾರ್ನರ್ ಪಾರ್ಟಿಕಲ್ಸ್. 1 2 3 4 ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ 5 6 7 ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ 8. ಸೊ ಇನ್ಕ್ಲೂಡಿಂಗ್ at 8 ಕಾರ್ನರ್ಸ್, ಸಪೋಸ್ ಕಾನ್ಸ್ಟಿಟ್ಯೂಯೆಂಟ್ ಪಾರ್ಟಿಕಲ್ಸ್ ಏನಾದರೂ ಸೆಂಟರ್ ಆಫ್ ಈಚ್ 6 ಸ್ಪೇಸಸ್ದಲ್ಲಿ ಏನಾದರೂ ಪ್ರೆಸೆಂಟ್ ಇದ್ರೆ, ದೆನ್ ದ್ಯಾಟ್ ಟೈಪ್ ಆಫ್ ದ ಯೂನಿಟ್ ಸೆಲ್ ಈಸ್ ಕಾಲ್ಡ್ ಆಸ್ FCC ಯೂನಿಟ್ ಸೆಲ್. ಸೊ ಅಬೌವ್ ಒನ್ ಫೇಸ್ದಲ್ಲಿ ಒನ್ ಕಾನ್ಸ್ಟಿಟ್ಯೂಯೆಂಟ್ ಪಾರ್ಟಿಕಲ್, ಬಿಲೋ ಫೇಸ್ದಲ್ಲಿ ಒನ್ ಕಾನ್ಸ್ಟಿಟ್ಯೂಯೆಂಟ್ ಪಾರ್ಟಿಕಲ್, ಲೆಫ್ಟ್ ಫೇಸ್ದಲ್ಲಿ ಒನ್ ಕಾನ್ಸ್ಟಿಟ್ಯೂಯೆಂಟ್ ಪಾರ್ಟಿಕಲ್, ರೈಟ್ ಫೇಸ್ದಲ್ಲಿ ಒನ್ ಕಾನ್ಸ್ಟಿಟ್ಯೂಯೆಂಟ್ ಪಾರ್ಟಿಕಲ್. ಸೊ ಇನ್ ದಿಸ್ ಸ್ಕ್ವೇರ್ ಬ್ರಾಕೆಟ್ದಲ್ಲಿ ಎಟ್ ದ ಸೆಂಟರ್ ಆಫ್ ದಿಸ್ ಫೇಸ್ ಒನ್ ಕಾನ್ಸ್ಟಿಟ್ಯೂಯೆಂಟ್ ಪಾರ್ಟಿಕಲ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ದಿಸ್ ಸ್ಕ್ವೇರ್ ಬ್ರಾಕೆಟ್ ಎಟ್ ದ ಸೆಂಟರ್ ಆಫ್ ದಿಸ್ ಪಾರ್ಟಿಕಲ್ ಎಟ್ ದ ಸೆಂಟರ್ ಆಫ್ ದಿಸ್ ಸ್ಪೇಸ್ ಒನ್ ಮೋರ್ ಕಾನ್ಸ್ಟಿಟ್ಯೂಯೆಂಟ್ ಪಾರ್ಟಿಕಲ್. ಸೊ ಇಫ್ ದ ಕಾನ್ಸ್ಟಿಟ್ಯೂಯೆಂಟ್ ಪಾರ್ಟಿಕಲ್ಸ್ ಆರ್ ಪ್ರೆಸೆಂಟ್ at 8 ಕಾರ್ನರ್ಸ್ as well as at 6 spaces, the type of the unit cell is called as face centered cubic unit cell anta kaita. Therefore in FCC the constituent particles are present at 8 corners, including at 8 corners the constituent particles are present at 6 faces. At the center of each 6 spaces the type of the unit cell is called as BCC unit cell anta karitare. Next third type of the centered unit cell, that is end centered unit cell, and it is represented as ECC anta representation ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ. That is end centered cubic unit centered cubic unit cell. The constituent particles are present at 8 corners. So these are corner particles. Since there are 8 corners are present in the unit cell. So in case of end centered cubic unit cell, the constituent particles are present at 8 corners, including at 8 corners any 2 opposite ends. End centered unit cell. So including at 8 corners, if constituent particles are present any 2 opposite ends, either above, below, these two are opposite faces, or left, right. If the constituent particles are present at 8 corners, including at 8 corners, if constituent particles are present any 2 opposite faces, the type of the unit cell is called as end centered unit cell anta karitare. The constituent particles may present so above, below, or the any 2 opposite faces, or the constituent particles may also present at the left side as well as right side. Any 2 opposite faces ಗಳಲ್ಲಿ ಏನಾದರೂ ಕಾನ್ಸ್ಟಿಟ್ಯೂಯೆಂಟ್ ಪಾರ್ಟಿಕಲ್ಸ್ ಇತ್ತು ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ, then that type of the unit cell is called as end centered unit cell ಅಂತ ಕರೀತೀವಿ. Therefore in end centered unit cell constituent particles are present at 8 corners, including at 8 corners the constituent particles are present any 2 opposite faces. Any 2 opposite faces. The type of the unit cell is called as end centered unit cell ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ. ನೋಡಿ, ನಮ್ಗೆ ಕ್ಲಿಯರ್ ಆಗಿ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪ್ಲನೇಷನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀನಿ. So we are discussing types of unit cell or classification of unit cell. Correct ಆಗಿ ಕೇಳ್ಕೋಬೇಕ್ರಿ. So types of unit cell or classification of unit cell. ಈ ಯೂನಿಟ್ ಸೆಲ್ಸ್ ಯಾವ ಆಧಾರದ ಮೇಲೆ ಕ್ಲಾಸಿಫೈಡ್ ಮಾಡಿದಾರೆ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಬೇಸ್ಡ್ ಅಪಾನ್ ದ ಪೊಸಿಷನ್ ಆಫ್ ದ ಕಾನ್ಸ್ಟಿಟ್ಯೂಯೆಂಟ್ ಪಾರ್ಟಿಕಲ್ಸ್ ವಿಚ್ ಆರ್ ಪ್ರೆಸೆಂಟ್ ಇನ್ ದ ಯೂನಿಟ್ ಸೆಲ್. ಆ ಯೂನಿಟ್ ಸೆಲ್ದಲ್ಲಿ ಕಾನ್ಸ್ಟಿಟ್ಯೂಯೆಂಟ್ ಪಾರ್ಟಿಕಲ್ಸ್ ಯಾವ ಜಾಗದಲ್ಲಿ ಇದಾವಲ್ಲ ಆ ಆಧಾರದ ಮೇಲೆ ದೀಸ್ ಯೂನಿಟ್ ಸೆಲ್ಸ್ ಆರ್ ಮೇನ್ಲಿ ಕ್ಲಾಸಿಫೈಡ್ ಇಂಟು ಟೂ ಟೈಪ್ಸ್ ಆಸ್ ಸಿಂಪಲ್ ಕ್ಯೂಬಿಕ್ ಯೂನಿಟ್ ಸೆಲ್ ಆರ್ ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಆಲ್ಸೋ ಕಾಲ್ಡ್ ಆಸ್ primitive unit cell. Second type of the unit cell centered unit cell. ಸೊ ಯೂನಿಟ್ ಸೆಲ್ನಲ್ಲಿ ಎಷ್ಟು ಕಾರ್ನರ್ಸ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ 8 ಕಾರ್ನರ್ಸ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಅದನ್ನು ತಾವು ಅಬ್ಸರ್ವೇಷನ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದು. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8. ಸೊ ಕಾನ್ಸ್ಟಿಟ್ಯೂಯೆಂಟ್ ಪಾರ್ಟಿಕಲ್ಸ್ ಓನ್ಲಿ ಅಟ್ 8 ಕಾರ್ನರ್ಸ್ಗಳಲ್ಲಿ ಇದಾವೆ ಅಥವಾ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಕೂಡ ಸ್ಪೇಸ್ ಇದೆ ಅಲ್ಲ, ಸೆಂಟರ್ ಆಫ್ ದ ಬಾಡಿ ಸ್ಪೇಸ್ ಇದೆ, ಫೇಸ್ಗಳ ಮಧ್ಯನೂ ಕೂಡ ಸ್ಪೇಸ್ ಇದೆ. ಆ ಸ್ಪೇಸ್ದಲ್ಲಿ ಏನಾದರೂ ಕಾನ್ಸ್ಟಿಟ್ಯೂಯೆಂಟ್ ಪಾರ್ಟಿಕಲ್ಸ್ ಇದಾವೋ ಇಲ್ಲೋ ಆ ಆಧಾರದ ಮ್ಯಾಗ these unit cells are classified into two types. In that primitive unit cell ಅಥವಾ simple cubic unit cell ದಲ್ಲಿ the constituent particles are present only at 8 corners. If constituent particles are present at only 8 corners, the type of the unit cell is called as simple cubic unit cell. ಈ 8 ಕಾರ್ನರ್ಸ್ ಗಳ ಜೊತೆಗೆ ನಾಟ್ ಎಕ್ಸೆಪ್ಟ್ ಇನ್ಕ್ಲೂಡಿಂಗ್ 8 ಕಾರ್ನರ್ಸ್, ಸಪೋಸ್ ಕಾನ್ಸ್ಟಿಟ್ಯೂಯೆಂಟ್ ಪಾರ್ಟಿಕಲ್ಸ್ ಇನ್ನಿತರ ಜಾಗದಲ್ಲಿ ಏನಾದರೂ ಪ್ರೆಸೆಂಟ್ ಇತ್ತು ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ದ್ಯಾಟ್ ಟೈಪ್ ಆಫ್ ದ ಯೂನಿಟ್ ಸೆಲ್ಸ್ ಆರ್ ಕಾಲ್ಡ್ ಆಸ್ ಸೆಂಟರ್ಡ್ ಯೂನಿಟ್ ಸೆಲ್ಸ್ ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೀರಿ. ಇನ್ ದ್ಯಾಟ್ ಆ ಯಾವ ಜಾಗದಲ್ಲಿ ಇದೆ, ಆಟ್ ದ ಸೆಂಟರ್ ಆಫ್ ದ ಬಾಡಿ ಇದೆನೋ ಅಥವಾ ಫೇಸ್ಗಳ ಮಧ್ಯೆ ಇದೆನೋ ಅಥವಾ ಎನಿ ಟು ಅಪೋಸಿಟ್ ಫೇಸಸ್ಗಳ ಮಧ್ಯೆ ಏನಾದರೂ ಕಾನ್ಸ್ಟಿಟ್ಯೂಯೆಂಟ್ ಪಾರ್ಟಿಕಲ್ಸ್ ಇದೆನೋ ಆ ಕಾನ್ಸೆಪ್ಟ್ ಮೇಲೆ ದೀಸ್ ಸೆಂಟರ್ಡ್ ಯೂನಿಟ್ ಸೆಲ್ಸ್ ಆರ್ ಅಗೇನ್ ಕ್ಲಾಸಿಫೈಡ್ ಇಂಟು 3 types. As body centered unit cell, it is represented as a BCC, and face centered unit cell, it is represented as FCC, and end centered unit cell, which is represented as ECC ಅಂತ representation ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಿ. In a BCC unit cell or in a body centered unit cell, the constituent particles are present at 8 corners, including that one of the constituent particle is present at the center of the body. This is the center of the body. Therefore total ಎಷ್ಟು particles present ಇರುತ್ತೆ ಹೇಳ್ರಿ, 8 corner particles and 1 particle at the center of the body. Therefore total number of the lattice point ಎಷ್ಟಾಗುತ್ತೆ? How many lattice points? So you'll get totally 9 lattice points. All these points indicates constituent particles. Those constituent particles are also called as lattice points in case of crystal lattice. Therefore the total number of the lattice points how many? 9 lattice points. Therefore in case of BCC the constituent particles are present at 8 corners, including at 8 corner one of the constituent particle is present at the center of the body. The type of the unit cell is called as body centered unit cell ಅಂತ ಕರೀತೀರಿ. ಸೊ ಅದೇ ರೀತಿ ಸೆಕೆಂಡ್ ಒನ್ ಫೇಸ್ ಸೆಂಟರ್ಡ್ ಯೂನಿಟ್ ಸೆಲ್. In FCC unit cell, the constituent particles are present at 8 corners. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8. The constituent particles are present at 8 corners, including that. So each constituent particle is present in each spaces. That is, there are 6 spaces in unit cell. Including at 8 corners, the constituent particle is present at 6 spaces. Each constituent particle is present at 6 spaces. 6 facial constituent particles, next 8 corner particles. Total number of particles ಎಷ್ಟೈತಿ? 14 particles. So that is the total number of the lattice points ಎಷ್ಟಾಗುತ್ತೆ ಹೇಳ್ರಿ? So 14 lattice points ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. If the constituent particles are present at 8 corners, including that if the constituent particles are present at each 6 spaces, the type of the unit cell is called as face centered unit cell ಅಂತ ಕರೀತೀರಿ. ಅದೇ ರೀತಿ ಎಂಡ್ ಸೆಂಟರ್ಡ್ ಯೂನಿಟ್ ಸೆಲ್ದಲ್ಲಿ ದ ಕಾನ್ಸ್ಟಿಟ್ಯೂಯೆಂಟ್ ಪಾರ್ಟಿಕಲ್ಸ್ ಆರ್ ಪ್ರೆಸೆಂಟ್ at 8 ಕಾರ್ನರ್ಸ್. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8. Including at 8 corners, if constituent particles are present any two opposite faces, any two opposite ends, any two opposite ends or any two opposite faces. So these two are end faces. So above and below, left and right. So if constituent particles are present any two ends or any two opposite faces or any two opposite ends, the type of the unit cell is called as end centered unit cell ಅಂತ ಕರೀತೀರಿ. In end-centered unit cell, the constituent particles are present at 8 corners, including that any two constituent, the constituent particles are also present any two opposite ends or any two opposite faces. The type of the unit cell is called as end-centered cubic unit cell ಅಂತ ಕರೀತಾರೆ. So in this unit cell dalli, so this unit cell is characterized by mainly how many parameters ಹೇಳ್ರಿ? That unit cell is characterized by mainly 6 parameters. Those 6 parameters are represented by, so edge lengths are represented as, so ABC ಅಂತ representation ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಿ. This is the edge length ABC, and the edge angles are represented as, this is alpha and this is represented as beta, and this edge angle is represented as gamma. See, so ಇದುವರೆಗೆ ಡಿಸ್ಕಷನ್ ಮಾಡಿರೋದು ಏನು ಹೇಳ್ರಿ? ಟೈಪ್ಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಯೂನಿಟ್ ಸೆಲ್. ಮೇನ್ಲಿ ಹಿಯರ್ ವಿ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ದ ಟೂ ಟೈಪ್ಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಯೂನಿಟ್ ಸೆಲ್, ಸಿಂಪಲ್ ಯೂನಿಟ್ ಸೆಲ್ and centered unit cell. In centered unit cell again we have 3 types, that is body centered unit cell, face centered unit cell and end centered unit cell. So unit cell is characterized by 6 parameters. Those are represented by A, B, C. These are edges, and the edgeal angles are represented as alpha, beta and gamma. In case of unit cell, in case of simple unit cell, so all these edges are equal, that is A equals to B equals to C, and the edgeal angle alpha, that is equals to beta, that is equals to gamma, and this edgeal angle, that is equals to 90 degree. Suppose ಈ ಪ್ಯಾರಾಮೀಟರ್ಸ್ ನಾವೇನಾದರೂ ವೇರಿಯೇಷನ್ಸ್ ಮಾಡಿದೆವತ್ತಂದ್ರೆ, ಸಪೋಸ್ ಎ ಈಕ್ವಲ್ಸ್ ಟು ಬಿ ಈಕ್ವಲ್ಸ್ ಟು ಸಿ ಇರುತ್ತೆ ಅಲ್ಲ, ಸಪೋಸ್ ಎ ಈಕ್ವಲ್ಸ್ ಟು ಬಿ ವೆರಾಸ್ ಬಿ ದಟ್ ಇಸ್ ನಾಟ್ ಈಕ್ವಲ್ಸ್ ಟು ಸಿ, ಈ ರೀತಿ ಏನಾದರೂ ನಾವು ವೇರಿಯೇಷನ್ ಮಾಡಿದೆವು, ಅಥವಾ ಆಲ್ಫಾ ಈಕ್ವಲ್ಸ್ ಟು ಬೀಟಾ, ಸೊ ದ್ಯಾಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಈಕ್ವಲ್ಸ್ ಟು ಗ್ಯಾಮಾ ವಿಚ್ ಇಸ್ ಈಕ್ವಲ್ಸ್ ಟು 90 ಡಿಗ್ರಿ, ಅಥವಾ ಆಲ್ಫಾ ಈಕ್ವಲ್ಸ್ ಟು ಬೀಟಾ ದ್ಯಾಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಈಕ್ವಲ್ಸ್ ಟು 90 ಡಿಗ್ರಿ, ವೆರಾಸ್ ಗ್ಯಾಮಾ ಈಕ್ವಲ್ಸ್ ಟು ಏನಾದರೂ 120 ಡಿಗ್ರಿ. ಈ ರೀತಿ ವೇರಿಯೇಷನ್ಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಹೋದರೆ ವಿಲ್ ಗೆಟ್ 7 ಟೈಪ್ಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಕ್ರಿಸ್ಟಲ್ ಸಿಸ್ಟಮ್. ಕೇಳ್ರಿ, ನಾವೇನು ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಏನು ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪ್ಲನೇಷನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಿದ್ದೀವಿ ಕರೆಕ್ಟಾಗಿ ಕೇಳ್ರಿ. ಸೊ ಬೈ ವೇರಿಯೇಷನ್ ಆಫ್ ದೀಸ್ 6 ಪ್ಯಾರಾಮೀಟರ್ಸ್, so we can get 7 types of crystal systems. So these 7 types of the crystal systems, so we can get by varying the parameters, by variation of 6 parameters. ಏನಾದರೂ ಎಡ್ಜಿಯಲ್ ಡಿಸ್ಟೆನ್ಸ್ ಏನಾದರೂ ಎ ಈಕ್ವಲ್ಸ್ ಟು ಬಿ ಈಕ್ವಲ್ಸ್ ಟು ಸಿ ಇರುತ್ತೆ ಅಲ್ಲ, ಅದು ಎಡ್ಜಿಯಲ್ ಡಿಸ್ಟೆನ್ಸ್ ಏನಾದರೂ ವೇರಿಯೇಷನ್ಸ್ ಮಾಡಿದೆವು, ಎ ಈಕ್ವಲ್ಸ್ ಟು ಬಿ ವೆರಾಸ್ ಬಿ ಈಕ್ವಲ್ಸ್ ಟು ನಾಟ್ ಬಿ ದಟ್ ಇಸ್ ನಾಟ್ ಈಕ್ವಲ್ಸ್ ಟು ಸಿ, ಈ ರೀತಿ ಮಾಡಿದೆವು ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ, ಸಪೋಸ್ ಆಲ್ಫಾ ಈಕ್ವಲ್ಸ್ ಟು ಬೀಟಾ ಈಕ್ವಲ್ಸ್ ಟು 90 degree, whereas gamma equals to 120 degree, we will get another type of system, crystal system. By the variation of all these 6 parameters, we will get mainly 7 types of crystal systems that we will discuss now. So next we have 7 types of crystal systems. So these 7 types of crystal systems are formed everything by variations of 6 parameters, that is by variation of the edge lengths ABC as well as axial angle or the edgeal angle or edge angle alpha, beta, gamma. So in case of simple cubic unit cell, ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನೋಡ್ರಿ, in case of unit cell, so this unit cell is characterized by 6 parameters. The distance is represented as A, B, C, and the angles are represented as alpha, beta, gamma. So ABC edge lengths and the edgeal angles alpha, beta, gamma. So suppose A equals to B equals to C and alpha equals to beta equals to gamma, which angle ಏನಾದರೂ 90 ಡಿಗ್ರಿ ಇದೇನೋ ಅಥವಾ 120 ಡಿಗ್ರಿ ಇದೇನೋ ಅಥವಾ ಎರಡು ಎಡ್ಜಿಯಲ್ ಆ್ಯಂಗಲ್ ಸೇಮ್ ಇದ್ದು ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಎಡ್ಜಿಯಲ್ ಆ್ಯಂಗಲ್ ವಿಚ್ ಇಸ್ ನಾಟ್ ಈಕ್ವಲ್ಸ್ ಟು 0. ಸೊ ಬೇಸ್ಡ್ ಅಪಾನ್ ದ ಪ್ಯಾರಾಮೀಟರ್ಸ್, ಬೇಸ್ಡ್ ಅಪಾನ್ ದ ವೇರಿಯೇಷನ್ ಆಫ್ ದ ಪ್ಯಾರಾಮೀಟರ್ಸ್, ವಿಲ್ ಗೆಟ್ 7 ಟೈಪ್ಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಕ್ರಿಸ್ಟಲ್ ಸಿಸ್ಟಮ್ಸ್. ದೋಸ್ ಆರ್ ಕ್ಯೂಬಿಕ್ ಕ್ರಿಸ್ಟಲ್, ಟೆಟ್ರಾಗೋನಲ್, ಆರ್ಥೋರೋಂಬಿಕ್, ಹೆಕ್ಸಾಗೋನಲ್, ರೋಂಬೋಹೆಡ್ರಲ್, ಮೋನೋಕ್ಲಿನಿಕ್ and triclinic ಅಂತ 7 types of crystal systems we have. These 7 types of crystal systems are formed by variations of 6 parameters in the unit cell. For example, in a cubic crystal, so by the parameters of the unit cell, that is A equals to B, that is equals to C. So in case of cubic crystal, the 6 parameters ಯಾವ ರೀತಿ ಇರುತ್ತೆ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ the edges A that is equals to B, which is B that is equals to C. Whereas the axial angle alpha equals to beta, beta equals to gamma, and the axial angle that is equals to 90 degree. For that example, sodium crystal, zinc sulfide as well as copper. So metallic copper you can take. Suppose ಏನಾದರೂ ಈ axial angle variations ಆಯಿತು ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ instead of cubic crystal we will get that is the geometry of the crystal will get in the different manner, that is the structure of the crystal will get in the different manner, that is the shape of the crystal will get in the different type. ಯಾವ ರೀತಿ different type of the crystal ಬರುತ್ತೆ ಅಲ್ಲ, structure ಅಥವಾ geometry of the crystal different type ಬರುತ್ತೆ ಅಲ್ಲ. So ಹೀಗಾಗಿ we have the different types of crystal system, that is mainly we have 7 types of crystal systems by variation of these 6 parameters. Those are cubic crystal, tetragonal, orthorhombic, hexagonal, rhombohedral, monoclinic and triclinic. So in case of cubic crystal, the parameters 6 parameters ಯಾವ ರೀತಿ ಇರುತ್ತೆ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ A equals to B and B which is equals to C, and the axial angles are equal, alpha equals to beta, beta equals to gamma, and the axial angle that is equals to 90 degree in case of cubic crystal. Whereas in tetragonal crystal system, the axial angle A equals to B, whereas B that is not equals to C, B that is not equals to C, so that we got a different structure, different geometry of the crystal. ಹೀಗಾಗಿ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಕ್ಯೂಬಿಕ್ ಕ್ರಿಸ್ಟಲ್ ಅಂತ ಕರೆಯೋ ಬದಲಾಗಿ ಯಾವ ರೀತಿ ಜಾಮೆಟ್ರಿ ಬರುತ್ತೆ ಹೇಳ್ರಿ, ಟೆಟ್ರಾಗೋನಲ್ ಸ್ಟ್ರಕ್ಚರ್ ಬರುತ್ತೆ. ಹೀಗಾಗಿ ದಿಸ್ ಟೈಪ್ ಆಫ್ ದ ಕ್ರಿಸ್ಟಲ್ ಸಿಸ್ಟಮ್ ಇಸ್ ಕಾಲ್ಡ್ ಆಸ್ ಟೆಟ್ರಾಗೋನಲ್ ಕ್ರಿಸ್ಟಲ್ ಸಿಸ್ಟಮ್ ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೀರಿ. whereas the axial angles are again equal, alpha equals to beta, beta equals to gamma which is equals to 90 degree. ಇದಕ್ಕೆ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ tin dioxide as well as calcium sulfate. We can give the different examples for the different types of crystal systems. ಓನ್ಲಿ ನಾವು ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಏನು ಫೋಕಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಈ ಪ್ಯಾರಾಮೀಟರ್ಸ್ ಯಾವ ರೀತಿ ವೇರಿಯೇಷನ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ ಅಲ್ಲ, ಇಲ್ಲಿ 6 ಪ್ಯಾರಾಮೀಟರ್ಸ್ ಯಾವ ರೀತಿ ಚೇಂಜ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ ಅಲ್ಲ, ವಿಲ್ ಗೆಟ್ ದ ಡಿಫರೆಂಟ್ ಜಾಮೆಟ್ರಿ ಆಫ್ ದ ಕ್ರಿಸ್ಟಲ್ ಸಿಸ್ಟಮ್ಸ್. ದಿಸ್ ಇಸ್ ಅ ಟೆಟ್ರಾಗೋನಲ್ ಕ್ರಿಸ್ಟಲ್ ಸಿಸ್ಟಮ್. whereas orthorhombic crystal system ದಲ್ಲಿ A which is not equals to B and B that is not equals to C, whereas alpha equals to beta, beta equals to gamma, and the axial angle that is equals to 90 degree. If all these 3 edges are not equal, A is not equals to B, whereas B that is not equals to C, A is not equals to B and B that is not equals to C, all these 3 edge distance are different. Whereas in case of cubic crystal dalli all these 3 edges are equal, same. So whereas in case of orthorhombic crystal system, A that is not equals to B and B that is not equals to C, which means that edge length is not equal or the edgeal distance is not equal, whereas edge angles are equal. ಅದಕ್ಕೆ example rhombic sulfur, potassium nitrate as well as barium sulfate. So next fourth one, hexagonal crystal system. So in hexagonal crystal system, the edges A and B that is equal, A equals to B, whereas so this B that is not equals to C, whereas the axial angle, correct observation ಮಾಡ್ರಿ, alpha equals to beta and whose axial angle that is equals to 90 degree, whereas gamma equals to 120 degree. ಇಲ್ಲಿವರೆಗೆ ನೋಡ್ರಿ, alpha equals to beta, beta equals to gamma and all these axial angles that is equals to 90 degree, whereas in case of hexagonal crystal system, so edges A equals to B, whereas B edge that is not equals to C, edge distance that is not equals to C edges, whereas the axial angles alpha equals to beta and its axial angle is 90 degree, whereas so gamma antakanta axial angle, so its axial angle that is equals to 120 degree. ಇದಕ್ಕೆ example so zinc oxide as well as graphite. So next fifth one, rhombohedral crystal system. So in rhombohedral crystal system, A equals to B and B that is equals to C, which means that all edges are equal, whereas alpha equals to beta and beta that is not equals to 90 degree. It means that alpha equals to beta which is equals to 90 degree, whereas the axial angle gamma that is not equals to 90 degree. For this example, calcite, so the chemical formula is CaCO3, and cinnabar, so its chemical formula is So HgS, that is mercury sulfide, that is also called as cinnabar, and calcite, its chemical formula is CaCO3, calcium carbonate adana, so which is also called as calcite anta karitare. Adhe riti mercury sulfide, so that is called as cinnabar anta karitare, which is also known as cinnabar. These two are the examples for, so that is rhombohedral types of crystal system. So next, sixth one, monoclinic crystal system. Here all these three edges are again not equal. A, that is not equals to B, whereas B, that is not equals to C. Again alpha equals to beta, that is the axial angle alpha equals to beta, whose angle that is equals to 90 degree. So sorry, alpha equals to gamma, and whose axial angle that is equals to 90 degree, whereas beta that is not equals to 90 degree. ಅಂದ್ರೆ alpha gamma axial angle ಸೇಮ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಎಷ್ಟು ಇರುತ್ತೆ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ 90 ಡಿಗ್ರಿ ಇರ್ತದೆ, whereas beta axial angle that is not equals to 90 degree. For that example, monoclinic sulfur or sodium sulfate which contains 10 molecules of water. This is sixth type of crystal system. Next, the last seventh one, that is triclinic. So in case of triclinic crystal system, so all these three edges are not equal, that is A that is not equals to B, and B that is not equals to C, whereas alpha that is not equals to beta, and beta that is not equals to gamma, and all these three edges angle that is not equals to 90 degree. The type of the crystal system is called as a triclinic anta karitare. For that example, that is copper sulfate as well as potassium dichromate. What here you have to concentrate, what here you have to focus means, so just by variation of 6 parameters in the unit cell, so we will get possible 7 types of crystal systems. So these 7 types of crystal systems are formed by variation of 6 parameters. So unit cell consists of 6 parameters, or unit cell is characterized by 6 parameters. So out of 3 are edge lengths, those are represented as A, B, C, and 3 are axial angles, and which are represented as alpha, beta, gamma. So ಅದೇ ರೀತಿ ಇಲ್ಲಿ 7 types of the crystal system ದಲ್ಲಿ ಅಗೇನ್ ಸಿಂಪಲ್ ಕ್ಯೂ ಫಾರ್ಮೇಷನ್ ಆಗೋಕೆ ಸಾಧ್ಯ ಇದೆನೋ, ಬಾಡಿ ಸೆಂಟರ್ಡ್ ಫಾರ್ಮೇಷನ್ ಆಗೋಕೆ ಸಾಧ್ಯ ಇದೆನೋ, ಫೇಸ್ ಸೆಂಟರ್ಡ್ ಫಾರ್ಮೇಷನ್ ಆಗೋಕೆ ಸಾಧ್ಯ ಇದೆನೋ, ಅಥವಾ ಎಂಡ್ ಸೆಂಟರ್ಡ್ ಫಾರ್ಮೇಷನ್ ಆಗೋಕೆ ಸಾಧ್ಯ ಇದೆನೋ. ಸೊ ಈ ಆಧಾರದ ಮ್ಯಾಗೆ ಸೊ ಟೋಟಲಿ ವಿಲ್ ಗೆಟ್ 14 types of Bravais lattices. Totally will get 14 types of Bravais lattices. So again, in case of cubic crystal, we will get primitive cubic crystal, so body centered cubic crystal, face centered cubic crystal. Adhe riti tetragonal dalli we will get only primitive cubic crystal as well as BCC crystal system. So adhe riti ortho so rhombic dalli we will get primitive BCC, FCC as well as end centered, whereas in hexagonal we will get only primitive. So whereas in case of rhombohedral we will get only simple crystal system, whereas monoclinic we will get 2 types of crystal system. One is end centered crystal system and primitive crystal system, and in triclinic crystal system we will get only simple crystal system, or which is also represented as primitive crystal system ಅಂತ representation ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ. Totally possible variations count ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ we will get 14 types of Bravais lattices. So we will get the how many types of the Bravais lattices means 7 types of crystal systems we will get. In this 7 types of crystal system, they will get 14 types of Bravais lattices. So ಏನು lattice systems ಇದಾವಲ್ಲ, so we will get 14 types of lattice system. Those are called as, those are introduced by so scientist Bravais. Therefore these are called as Bravais lattices ಅಂತ ಕರೀತಾರೆ, Bravais lattices. So totally we will get 14 Bravais lattices, and we have 7 types of crystal systems. These 7 types of crystal systems are formed by variation of 6 parameters. Out of 6 parameters, 3 are edge lengths which are represented as ABC, and 3 are axial angles which are represented as alpha, beta, gamma anta representation ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ. So in this class we discussed so crystal lattice as well as unit cell. Crystal lattice ಯಾವ ರೀತಿ ಫಾರ್ಮೇಷನ್ ಆಗ್ತದಂದ್ರೆ by the regular order of arrangement of constituent particles in 3-dimensional system. The obtained solid is called as crystal system. So in that crystal system, for the small portion ಏನಿರುತ್ತಲ್ಲ, the smallest portion of the crystal system is called as unit cell. In the unit cell as well as crystal system ದಲ್ಲಿರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ each constituent particle is considered as lattice point. That lattice point may be an atom, molecule or ion. So again unit cells are classified into two types, as simple cubic unit cell or it is also called as primitive unit cell, and second type of the unit cell centered unit cell. So ಈ ಕ್ಲಾಸಿಫಿಕೇಶನ್ ಯಾವ ಆಧಾರದ ಮ್ಯಾಗ ಮಾಡಿದಾರೆ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಬೇಸ್ಡ್ ಅಪಾನ್ ಪೊಸಿಷನ್ ಆಫ್ ಕಾನ್ಸ್ಟಿಟ್ಯೂಯೆಂಟ್ ಪಾರ್ಟಿಕಲ್ಸ್ which are present in the unit cell. Suppose if constituent particles are present only at 8 corners, the type of the unit cell is called as simple cubic unit cell. Including at 8 corner, if constituent particle is present at the center of the body, the type of the unit cell is called as BCC unit cell anta ಕರೀತಾರೆ. So including at 8 corners, if constituent particles are present at 6 faces, the type of the unit cell is called as face centered cubic unit cell. Including at 8 corners, if constituent particles are present any two opposite faces or any two opposite ends, the type of the unit cell is called as end centered cubic unit cell. So again by variation of 6 parameters in the unit cell, we will get 7 types of crystal systems. So those 7 types of the crystal systems are namely cubic, tetragonal, orthorhombic, hexagonal, rhombohedral, monoclinic and triclinic. So in this crystal systems, so possible variations ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ we will get 14 types of Bravais letters. ಇಷ್ಟನ್ನೇ ಮಾತ್ರ ಇವತ್ತು ನಾವು ಡಿಸ್ಕಷನ್ ಮಾಡಿರೋದು. ಇದನ್ನು ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಇಮ್ಯಾಜಿನೇಷನ್ ಮಾಡಿ ತಾವು ಅರ್ಥ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಬೇಕಾಗಿರ್ತದೆ. ಐ ವಿಲ್ ಟ್ರೈ ಟು ಅಟ್ಯಾಚ್ ದ ಸಮ್ ಸೊ ಎನಿಮಿನೇಷನ್ಸ್ ಆಲ್ಸೋ. ಸೊ ಇದಕ್ಕೇನಾದರೂ ಕೆಲವೊಂದಿಷ್ಟು ವಿಡಿಯೋ ಸಿಗಕ್ಕೆ ಸಾಧ್ಯ ಇದ್ರೆ ಅಥವಾ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಗ್ರಾಫಿಕ್ಸ್ ಏನಾದರೂ ಎನಿಮಿನೇಷನ್ ಸೊ ಪಿಕ್ಚರ್ ಏನಾದರೂ ಸಿಗಕ್ಕೆ ಸಾಧ್ಯ ಇದ್ರೆ ಇನ್ಕ್ಲೂಡಿಂಗ್ ದಿಸ್ ಲೆಕ್ಚರ್, ಸೊ ಐ ವಿಲ್ ಅಟ್ಯಾಚ್ ಸಮ್ ವಿಡಿಯೋಸ್ ಆರ್ ಸಮ್ ಗ್ರಾಫಿಕ್ಸ್, ಸೊ ಪಿಕ್ಚರ್ಸ್ ಕೂಡ ಅಟ್ಯಾಚ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಮಾಡಿರ್ತೀನಿ. ಸೊ ಯು ಸಿ ಸೊ ಅಟ್ಲೀಸ್ಟ್ 2 ಸಲ ಇದನ್ನ ವಿಡಿಯೋ ನೀವು ಕರೆಕ್ಟಾಗಿ ನೀವು ಕೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ಇರ್ತೈತೆ, ಕರೆಕ್ಟಾಗಿ ವಿಡಿಯೋ ಅಬ್ಸರ್ವೇಷನ್ ಮಾಡಿ ನೋಡಿದ್ರೆ ಇರ್ತೈತಂದ್ರೆ ಸೊ ಈಸಿಲಿ ಯು ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಸೊ ಫಾಲೋ ದ ಟೈಪ್ಸ್ ಆಫ್ ದ ಯೂನಿಟ್ ಸೆಲ್ಸ್ ಆಸ್ ವೆಲ್ ಆಸ್ ಟೈಪ್ಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಕ್ರಿಸ್ಟಲ್ ಸಿಸ್ಟಮ್ಸ್. ಓಕೆ, ಥ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಯು.